Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Couple things here, 706-889-9700. You can reach the show, 706-889-9700. Send me an email, chief@fetchernews.com. Also, you can follow us on Twitter @FetcherNews, @FYNTV, Instagram also. And don't forget, at 10 o'clock today, North Georgia's only live. 10 o'clock today, North Georgia's only live online sports show, Instant Replay with Dave Garner. Can't wait for that this morning. Now, Friday night is starting to really feel good with the fall weather. Okay, nice fall weather on Friday nights for high school football. Pickens Dragons, congratulations out there, 8-0 on the season, first ever in Dragon history. 8-0 on the season with a big win over, Northwest Whitfield the other night. So we'll be talking about all of that. And I'm getting an opportunity at noon. I'm excited about this because we're going to go up to the football field, and I'm getting an opportunity at noon to throw some chairs out in a big circle and talk to Coach Brian Allison and several of the players today. Going to be doing that at noon. Today up at the Union Panthers. But anyhow, the whole entire show, Instant Replay with Dave Garner, will be today at 10 o'clock. Don't leave. Also, we apologize for the FYNTV. It is live now on FYNTV, but our YouTube channel, if you'll subscribe to that, FYNTV, Fetcher News YouTube, you'll get a notification we are live anytime, and we are back. So if you didn't get to see the first hour, it is archived. You can find it on YouTube or FYNTV.com. Now, that being said, I'm not checking major highlights right now. I understand the 60-minute. I'm staying focused. I'm going to try to stay focused on elections at this time. So let's do you think, folks, do you really think that we're going to go with 38 and 39, but not yet. Let me get ready here. Picture 38 and 39. So let's do our Stacey Abrams Google check of the morning. All right, which one is that? 38 or 39 there, Josh? The one that says Stacey Abrams at the top. Put up Stacey Abrams Google check of the morning. Folks, what I'm doing on a daily basis is just looking that there's a national race out there. She was on MSNBC. They are pushing this nationally, all over the United States of America. That's what it means for some of those out there. They are pushing this race. They're pouring money in as fast as they can against Brian Kemp. So what I do is I just go type the candidate's name, nothing else. You can see in the top left-hand corner, I'm doing nothing but typing their name, okay? And when I type in Stacey Abrams' name, I get 3 very nice stories about Stacey. Georgia Democrat candidate, state law about scaring people out of voting, a Politico. So there's a story you could click on if you're just wondering, who is this Stacey Abrams? And they will be glad that Politico will be glad to tell you how the state law of Georgia is scaring people out of voting. Okay. Second, over there, 13 hours ago, politically, Georgia picked out Abrams makes history with Atlanta Pride March. Okay. And the third one, Abrams makes historic appearance at Atlanta LGBT parade. Very nice stories, positive stories for those that are in the LGBTQ community, okay? And that's our Stacey Abrams. If you go down to the top videos, voting should not be a trust issue. Abrams on how she appeals to Trump voters in Georgia, and full Stacey Abrams interview, pattern of behavior for GOP opponents. That's NBC, CNN, and CNN is what you find there. So let's do, and all I do is a Stacey Abrams Google check, and it's one or two things. Google is either manipulating what comes up for the candidates, or there's just so much positive for one and negative for another. who's to say, right? Let's go to our Brian Kemp check of the morning on Google. Our Google check of the morning of Brian, that's all we typed in, period. You see up there, we just put Brian Kemp. We even spelled these things correctly, all right? And the Georgia Democrat Abrams charges GOP opponent Kemp is trying to suppress vote. Well, interesting. Kemp didn't really get, you know, his name in any of the other searches there with Abrams, but and then the second one of the day is Georgia's GOP gubernatorial candidate Brian Kemp is sued over claims of what? Voter suppression, probably. And the third one, Brian Kemp reclaims his own name online, sort of, where somebody had BrianKemp.com directed to Stacey Abrams' website. Those are the three stories for Kemp. Not very flattering. Nothing comes out that sticks out and says, wow, check this guy out. Then you go down to the videos of the day. Under Kemp's name, voting should not be a trust issue. It's Stacey Abrams on CNN. Okay, and then the videos of the day. Kemp's record shows poor stewardship of Georgia's election system. Okay, MSNBC. And civil rights groups sue Georgia Republican Brian Kemp over 53,000 suppressed votes there. That's the videos of the day. So I don't know about you, but when you type in, you get the top stories. Google gives you what they call top stories of the day. And then you go down and you have the top videos of the day. And it seems like every day in the negative world, Kemp is winning. And in the positive world, Stacey Abrams winning. I don't know. What say you, Josh? I mean, does it stick out? Is this a waste of my time? Or does this stick out to you the same way?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just typing in Brian Kemp and Stacey Abrams. So that's our look at them for today. What is Google trying to show people in an election? Now, let's go to, let's start with, and then we'll go to our story here. I think I have it up here. Let me see where I want it. Number 24. Trump suggests support for family separations after earlier practice caused outcry. Now, let me tell you what they've done, all right? The economy is a win-win. Win-win-win. It's winning. So if you tweak that interest rate and the feds try to slow some things down, and Trump, there's a fear of last week of the stock market, okay? Fear of the stock market going down, and the feds take care of their part of trying to make the economy look like it's slowing down and cooling off. That's one thing here in the election, okay? 2, gas prices, okay? 3, let me tell you what they're doing. They are testing everything. They're going back, Democrats, to everything that tested high. Pre-existing conditions tested high in their polling, okay? Families separated and phony pictures of kids in cages at the border. Oh, that tested through the roof. So they're thinking, okay, let's go back to one of our winning subjects, the children, because we want to pull at the mother's heartstrings. Let's pull at mother's heartstrings, go back to the children, okay, seriously, and see if we could come up with a right in time for the election. So Trump suggests support for family separations after earlier practice caused outcry. Let's go to number 25. The Washington Post, number 25. Trump administration weighs new family separation effort at border. One opinion under consideration is for the government to detain asylum-seeking families together for up to 20 days, then give parents a choice. Stay in family detention with their children for months or years as the immigration case proceeds, or allow the children to be taken to a government shelter so other relatives or guardians can seek custody. Okay, let's go to number 26, and this was at 5 a.m. this morning. I'm just showing you Trump administration weighs new family separation effort at the border. Okay, and let's go to number 32. Number 32, Trump administration weighs new family separation effort at the border. And number 33 on MSNBC this morning, they opened at 5 a.m. with this. 5 a.m. they opened with this. Trump administration weighs new. Look at the camps there. Okay. And let me see what else I have here. I had one I wanted to show you earlier. I thought I had the pictures. I may not. There's 1,600 Hondurans. So just leave the camps up there, okay? And 1,600 Hondurans. The Washington Post this morning, okay? Washington Post at 7 o'clock last night, migrant caravan swells in Honduras as groups near Guatemala. Don't you think it's just in time for the media to have migrant families coming across from Honduras, 1,600, through Guatemala, into Mexico, headed to the United States? And we know international law says, okay, of immigration, asylum is supposed to be handled at the first border they come to. The very first border they come to, they're to seek asylum in that country. But they're going to move them right along. Mexico's going to move them right along. Now, in the next 3 weeks, this will blow up, is my opinion. All right? Hundreds more Hondurans have joined a caravan of migrants moving toward the country's border with Guatemala in a desperate attempt to flee poverty and seek new lives in the United States. Probably get here, what? A week before election, about 4 days, get some people on the ground down there to see if there's anybody in cages. A volunteer assisting the migrants said Sunday that the group has grown to an estimated 1,600 people from the initial 160 who first gathered early Friday in northern Honduras. Okay? Caravan participants plan to spend Sunday night in a community center in a town, I don't know what that name is down there, before attempting to cross into Guatemala Monday. Okay? So they get ready to cross into Guatemala. The caravan formed one day after U.S. Vice President Mike Pence urged the president of Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala to persuade their citizens to stay home. Just in time. I mean, families arrived with infants in their arms and toddlers in strollers. They packed light, most carrying light, little more than a backpack. Now listen to this. The caravan formed just one day after U.S. President Mike Pence urged the presidents of Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala to persuade their people, their citizens, to stay home. Tell your people, don't put your families at risk by taking the dangerous journey north to attempt to enter the United States illegally, said Pence. All right. They're on their way, 1,600. Just in time. Just in time for election. Because it's polling, right? Oh, the media will blow this one up every single day, right? Every single day. We'll take a brief break, come back. Got a couple more stories to close up before our 10 o'clock out.